Hey, and welcome back to the Tiny Garage, and today we're talking the Dual Sport DM250, and for a couple of reasons. Now, the one issue I have here is this garage is so tiny that I'm right up against the back wall, so can't even get the whole bike in frame. Anyway, we had a fantastic ride at actually yesterday. Today is Sunday, and noticed a couple of things, so I thought I would talk about them. The first, eagle-eyed amongst you may notice that something is amiss, and what is amiss is that I rode the bike into a tree stump, which was awesome. Anyway, so this I've taken off, and you can see is decidedly bent, so I can straighten it, and I probably should straighten it. However, a new one is $7. And when you bend metal, especially cheap metal, which is what this is, and then bend it back, you have a problem. If you hit it again, you can break it. And the problem with breaking a gear lever is if you do, you've got a problem getting home. So for the sake of $6, I think what I will do is just buy a new one. Yeah, it goes on there like that. Obviously, it gets this pinch bolt gets put on. So yeah, so that's the first thing. The second thing is the carburetor, which is back there. You can't really see that well. There she is. So it's working really, really well on idle. Very happy with that. And it works really nicely at full throttle. And she surges and pops a little bit between 1/4 and 3/4 throttle. So what we found out about that is that it's the needle. So the pilot circuit takes care of up to 1/4 throttle. Let's just call it sort of tick over for now. And wide open throttle is the main jet. Everything in between is the needle. So I had a look at some information I had, and that told me she was running a little lean on the needle. So what I just did is drop the needle down one position, which makes her a little bit richer on needle, and we are going to find out if that helps. One of the ways that I looked into it was I got myself let's see if I can find it, a Mikuni pocket calculator. Now, not gonna lie, I'm not going to take a big picture of it because I feel bad that people would be able to maybe not buy it and get their own. But to be honest with you, it's not much use. It's not really any use at all. So I don't recommend getting it. I don't want to take a picture of it because I think that's a bit off. But if you have a bike like mine, this Mikuni racing carburetor pocket tuner is not going to help you really at all. There's a little bit of information on the back which you can get anywhere about lean and rich conditions, and the actual calculator itself could not be more simple. To be honest, you'd be far better just watching a couple of YouTube videos. So I don't recommend that. It was only $10. I was super interested to see what it was, but anyway, I do not recommend it. So the next thing is when myself and my friend Will, who is even a little bit taller than me, are riding this bike, we find ourselves sitting here. And this hump, and you can see the profile, so I'm sort of down on my knees now, but you can see the profile there of that seat actually drives the rider forward, and that's not always good if you're over 6 feet, which we are 6. I think my friend's maybe 6'3". So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off the seat and I'm going to take this hump out. I've wanted to do that all the way along to make it look a little bit more Enduro-ish, and actually if I look behind us, you can see that's what an Enduro seat looks like. It's completely flat. Now it's never going to look like that because it's not this kind of bike, but this one's made a bit more for comfort. But I think reprofiling that seat would be great. It'd be kind of nice to build this part up a little bit. I don't know if I can do that on phase one. I think phase one will be simply doing a line kind of like this and taking out that hump. Outside of that, the bike is working great. The valves, I can't even hear them. They're perfect. I set them to tight 5 and 6, which is probably more like 4 and 5 because it was a little tight, but that works for me. And gave her a clean, oiled the chain, and she's just great. And outside of that, the Beamer went as well. She worked perfectly, and I will be doing a video on her probably next week. In the meantime, there's the hub, there are the spokes, there is the Carabella, and we've got all the parts coming next week to put her front wheel back together. And I've also ordered a new Kenda tough tube, which is 2.5 millimeters thick, so we're going to be able to fix this tire and get the KTM rocking and rolling. So there you go. That's what we're doing this weekend. Had a fantastic ride, really. One of these days maybe I'll take some pictures out on the trail and you can have a look. Apart from that, I hope you have a great, or have had a great weekend, because it's Sunday. I hope you have a great week ahead, and I will see you soon. Take care.